Yes, villagers, if you want to figure out how to start a business when you have a full-time job and a full-time caseload at home, you're in the right place. If you're new to this channel, welcome to our village. If you're a returning villager, welcome as well. So, let's get into it. Welcome to Garden of the Mind, where we reduce stress, improve our health and fitness, and improve our financial IQ every episode. We all have a very limited amount of time here on this planet, but some of us only realize that once we get a health diagnosis that threatens our very lives. That's when we realize exactly how finite time is. Well, how do you use your time wisely when you have a full-time job, you have children, and you have other commitments? How do people do it? Well, we're going to talk about some of those things here. Tip number 1. What is your motivation? Is it to make money? Is it to fulfill some dream that you always had that you've never fulfilled? What is driving this desire in order for you to start a business? I was just on social media and I saw a post that said that a man carried his mother and his father at the same time on his stick, and they were in like these bucket things, carried them 7 days to another village because there was no medicine in the village that he was in. That is incredible. That shows the determination that a person has when they need to get something done. How bad do you want it? How bad do you need to bring your vision to fruition? You have to think about all of those things because, see, once you determine this is what you're going to do, all of the obstacles don't matter. You figure out how to do it. You figure out how to get there. You figure out how to overcome these challenges that appear to be challenges once you sat at your couch. But once you are facing these things as a result of action, you find that there's far more in you than you believe there was. Tip number 2, use your time wisely. Now, we already spoke about the fact that time is finite and is very limited. But if you have a full-time job, chances are you commute to that full-time job and you have a lunch hour. What are you doing with that time? Those are perfect times for you to research a project or for you to make phone calls that will get you closer to your goal. You go out and work 8 hours for somebody else. Can you find a way to give yourself 1 hour? Whether that means you have to wake up an hour before the whole house gets up, or to do things during commuting or your lunch hour. Get them done for yourself. Tip number 3, create goals. Now, goals mean nothing if you don't have any discipline. Start out with a business plan. A business plan will give you some direction in terms of what you need to be thinking about before you start your business. Example, what is the competition like? How much does the competition charge? Can you be successful in this area? How many staff members do you need to hire? Now, these goals have to be on paper. You have to write these goals down. Where would you like to be in 5 years? Write that down. Then where would you like to be in a year? Write that down. Then 9 months from now, write that down. 6 months from now, write that down. 3 months from now, write that down. Next month, write that down. Next week, write that down. And finally, tomorrow. See, everybody thinks that they're going to start the next day. But if you don't have a goal in place, a goal without a plan is a wish. And how long have you been wishing right now? Tip number 4, what will you sacrifice? In order for you to get something you've never had, you got to do something you've never done. Now, that means a change from what it is that you're already doing. Think about how you spend your leisure. What will you cut? Will you reduce your time in front of the television? Will you reduce your social media time? Will you binge watch one less episode? All of these things you have to figure out because you're going to need some sort of sacrifice, whether that be not going out, whatever the case may be. No person ever became great without a great sacrifice. Everybody loves to read and hear about how great the sacrifice is for that individual, but when it comes to ourselves, we want it all easy. But you don't get great by easy. You get great by sacrificing. Today we got a bonus tip for you. Today's bonus tip is you might be able to buy a business already functioning. And the people who are selling it will probably finance you on how to do that. You may not have to reinvent the wheel. You might just be able to find someone who's in the business for years and years, and at that point they are no longer interested in making dollars because their time means a little bit more to them. As a result, they probably will not mind parting with a few dollars so that they can get that time that they know is so valuable. No matter what industry we're in, somehow or another we're trading dollars for time. If you are working for somebody, then you are trading your time and your expertise for a paycheck later on down the line. But if you are starting your own company, you are trading your time, your effort, your energy for dollars that's coming later on down the line, and you don't know exactly when it's going to come. And that's where faith comes in. Know that you will get there. Know that it is possible. Know that this is possible. Know that this is something that you can do. All of the complications that you are thinking about at this point in time are only temporary. If you're watching this video, you've already taken the first step. I don't care what anybody told you. I believe in you. I believe that you can do this. Walk forth in your destiny and go claim what's yours. Start with a business plan. Get a business plan. Start answering the questions in the business plan, or at least thinking about them during the times that you are commuting or your lunch hour. Write the answers down. Start a plan. Get going. Do something every single day to bring you closer and closer to your business. You probably already heard me say, you don't need to see the entire staircase in front of you in order for you to take the first step. I think taking the first step is watching this video. So now you know exactly what it is that you need to do moving forward. If you know somebody who can benefit from the information in this video, please share with them. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you want to know exactly when I post, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but the exact time, please click on that notification bell so you can be one of the first people to know exactly what it is that we said here. Now, these are 4 things that I came up with. What are some of the things that you think are very necessary in order for you to be successful in business? How can you find that time? Please put that in the comments. The village would be so appreciative for that, and so will I. And remember, thoughts are actions, words have power, and actions have consequences. I'll see you for our Wealthy Wednesdays, where we will be doing a part 2 to how to get money for your business. I'll see you then.